Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the Foundry. I am JB here with Ken and Tony, and today we're going to be reviewing their very first episode of Miss Marvel on Disney Plus. And boy, I'm really excited that Disney Plus finally has got some good shit to watch. You know,
dude. Yes, I'm here for the I am here for what they're setting up with this. I think it's pretty different compared to the comics, but I'm down. I'm liking what they're doing so far. It actually feels like they cared about this show. It wasn't just setting something up.
Yeah, for real. It's like, oh, this is going to set up season 2 of Captain America and the winter, blah, 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 fucking bullshit. But I really like this show. I feel very happy while watching it, and I love the positivity surrounding it. I couldn't give a shit if they biff the comics or whatever. I honestly am not a big fan of Miss Marvel, like, as a character. Like, in the Avengers game, I hated her. I just don't really... I don't know. I don't think she's, like, the coolest thing ever. Like, I don't know. I just don't really care for her. But, like,
Captain Marvel? Yeah.
No, even... And Miss Marvel. Yeah, both of them. I actually dislike Miss Marvel. Or, I dislike Captain Marvel, like Carol Danvers. I do not like her in the MCU. I do not. Yeah, not a fan. Not really good. Not really for me. But yeah, I really like this show. I felt very jaded and just negative about Marvel stuff like recently. Besides, like everything has been kind of mad at me except for like Shang-Chi and the Loki series. And besides that, I can't really say a lot of praise or like good things happening around Marvel in the past year or so for me.
Yeah, so this one's like a nice change of pace. It feels a little bit more grounded since it's just a kid at school and like gets introduced to like a crazy new world essentially. And so like this, I think the show does a great job of like introducing that too, because you kind of get into her perspective, because it's all like she starts the show with talking about like the events of Endgame essentially in her little cartoony like cutout little thing and she's making a YouTube video.
I know,
think that's
she's
the funniest thing.
Yeah, it's like so meta. They approached it in such a cool way to where it's like, all right, like, oh wow, it's gonna be meta. Like, it knows it's real and stuff like that, because like that's pretty realistic. Like having like blogs and YouTube videos, and I'm like, and they did it in a like super in a way that's not super like cringy, and it's actually believable too. So I was happy about that.
And also realistic number of views on her videos.
Yeah.
Like you gotta start out small.
Your first like
have, like,
is
millions.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So I also like going into this
because their first likes are her friends, right? She has like 2 subscribers. They're just her
probably.
friends. Because when they show the comments, it's just the friends' names.
What up, dude?
They're like, whoa, who made this amazing video? This shit fire.
It's just fucking like little fake like extra accounts and shit.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's so funny.
Burners. So when I saw my like first trailer for this, I was like so negative. I was like, nope, I do not care.
You were.
Yeah, I was not a fan of it.
Be very good.
I kind of saw it. I was like, this looks like just a live action version of what they tried to do with the Spider-Verse with the weird transitions and the animations on screen. But boy, does it fit so well, and it's so good.
That's funny you bring that up. Sorry, Ken. But
no, go ahead.
I thought the beginning, like the intro with like the different like art styles with the Miss Marvel. I don't remember if that plays before this or after her whole like YouTube video about the in-game events. But that even reminded me of Spider-Verse, how it was like jumping between art styles, kind of.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was kind of cool you said that, because that reminded me of Spider-Verse a lot.
Yeah, I think just like it reminds me. I said it was kind of a weird thing. Like it just feels like a Marvel version of Ned's Declassified. Like if anyone's ever seen that show.
Funny.
Yeah, it just feels like a Ned's Declassified, because like they would all have random graphics on screens, you know, like of the character giving advice and stuff, and that's kind of what she was too. She's like giving advice at some points about like, oh, this is like what you need to do if you're a big Marvel fan. Like that's what happens in this life. Like this is the advice that you need to take. But it was interesting too, because like I don't know a lot about like the Islam culture either, you know, and just like how structured it is from a day-to-day basis compared to like my day at school, you know, compared to somebody who's not really, I feel like, with such strict parents like her, like Kamala Khan as well. So I felt like I hope.
Who's the guy? Is that her uncle? The guy that was like told her everything wrong to do on her driving test? Is that her dad or her uncle?
Her dad.
That was her brother.
What?
Oh,
Wait.
it was her brother. Dude sitting at the table?
The older guy? The older guy's her dad. Yeah. I
At
think
the
that's her dad.
table, yes. Okay, yeah, that was her dad.
He's
Yeah.
kind of chill, but her mom is very like
Yeah.
traditional. I don't know how to really like. Yeah.
Exactly. And she has like a lot of expectations for
Family
it. I feel
values,
like
exactly.
it's
Her
such
dad's
a
funny though. I do like her dad.
I like the whole
Yeah.
family dynamic. I
The
like
whole,
it all.
yeah. There's a lot of chemistry there. Like you can feel
Oh
like
yeah,
the
like
emotions in the scenes. Like for like she's like a young actor, but I actually like she sells it really well. Like
mhm.
it feels like she's an awkward teen in high school. And like I think that's what helps like make this all feel real. It's not like she's trying to be like crazy cool and popular, like unrealistic standards. Like she just feels like she's just a kid in school, like anyone else that would be a fan of Marvel at that time. You know, like it's like it's actually makes a lot of sense.
It's everything with like the show feels so good and it feels very just real and just very
Believable,
yeah,
you know?
very yeah. I was so
Yeah,
surprised
yeah,
about
it's
it.
grounded.
Yeah, it's very just like it just feels like such a feel good vibes, and I just love the positivity around the show. You know, I thought this like episode, the debut episode was like not a lot happened. You know, like in
No, but
order
it
like
set them all up, you know?
yeah,
Set up those
exactly, yeah.
relations, right?
To where
And
like
like
you expect a
the
super
culture and everything.
yeah you expect a superhero. It's like you're not gonna get a lot of that, but you are gonna get
This is what I expect from like Spider-Man content. And that's
yeah,
why
dude. Like
it feels more Spider-Man-y.
this
than
was
Spider-Man
with
did.
this was like the best version of Spider-Man I've ever seen like in the past couple of years as well. I feel like
This
Tom Holland's
Spider-Man-
fine. Yeah.
It's good, but I feel like just the style of this should have been how the new, MCU movie should have been,
Yeah.
like tone-wise.
It's crazy how much like how often we've seen Tom Holland like just around his schoolmates but not actually in school with them, you know?
Yeah.
Like him
Yeah,
I was
I
just thinking about that. Like
It's like on the
goddamn.
roof of school, where he's just getting bullied by someone in school, and that's it.
Yeah. Where's Flash at? But I hope it was a good representation, you know, for the Muslim culture and stuff because I know like a lot of time like I don't want anyone to think that like oh Disney is like baiting, you know, for that kind of thing going on and I hope not for God's sakes. But it looked believable, it looked good. Like I was very interested and I felt like I learned a couple things too and I thought it was just overall very good. Like I'm very happy about it. I feel so great and positive. I was looking forward to the next episode at the end of it, and it's just I couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah, no, I think they did a really good job. I think they had the right people involved to like make it a good representation of like what being, Muslim American teenager at that time would be like
That was
in
perfect.
that area. And so I think it does a great job. Like just the family dynamics, I think fit like what you might expect from just anyone that's moved to America from anywhere really. And so like it's very interesting to see, and I think it does a really good job of showing all that. And yeah, are there any specific
I
like
think
things that happened in this episode we should talk about?
Maybe the ending.
bracelets from
Yeah,
her
the
grandma.
bracelets. Yeah, I think the bracelets and
Yeah.
probably the ending, where you see some power.
I was gonna say though, I think it also kind of helps that the actress, I don't know her name, also is of the same heritage as Kamala Khan, and she happens to be like a big Miss Marvel and like MCU, just like Stan. And so I'm like, I think
The actor
that's
actress,
good.
you mean, like in real life?
Yeah, the actress, yeah, like the actual like actress is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
of the same heritage as the character, and she's a big fan of the character because of that, and like
Oh.
I think that's really that makes it to where she kind of like comes off more believable, or like
Mhm.
she was like when I remember watching like the behind the scenes things on Disney Plus before the show actually came out, and she's like, oh yeah, like she's like fucking shitting her pants over like, the fact that
So-
it shows her. But I mean, I would too, probably. But it's not like when they picked that kid to play Boba, and he's like, "I've never seen Star Wars." Like she knows, she reads the comics, she watches all the movies. Like I think
Right.
that also helps. That like she's really like, "Yeah, I like this character because I relate with this character, and then I got chose to play the character." And it's like, okay, you're just a fucking character then. Like,
Yeah, you just like you are this person essentially.
She is
yeah,
Kamala
and I think
Khan.
that's why it's so believable, because she actually like connects with her so well. That's why I like it.
So Tony, you've talked about this before, how this is supposed to like intertwine with
Marvels.
the Marvels.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be. This is gonna connect in. Well, it's supposed to connect in with. I don't know because I've only watched 2 episodes, but it's supposed to connect in with a movie, I guess, tie in with Miss Marvel and Monica, the one from the daughter from Monica or Maria. Which one is it? Not the mom.
The one
from
in
Captain Marvel, the one
WandaVision,
from-
right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Monica, I think. So she's what, I don't know her character's name, like Proton or Photon. Or
Monica
whatever.
Rambeau, Geraldine.
But-
Yep.
Yeah, but like her superhero name is like Photon. I don't remember.
Proton.
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's supposed to tie in with that to where they're gonna be like a female intergalactic superhero badass team.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
curious how that's gonna happen, but I guess we'll see as we
Me
continue
too.
to watch
I'm
through.
also very curious.
I'm very curious how the like 15-year-old is the most likable like person and better actor than both of like anyone is in the Marvels that we know of right there. Like between like then I think
thought
she's a lot
Monica
better.
was okay, but I don't.
We didn't get enough of her to really understand her character,
Honestly.
and
I
that's the
thought
problem.
She was alright, but I just don't like Captain Marvel. She
I
feels
hate
like
her.
She says one-liners. Feels like she says one-liners, then she's like, "Ha! Fight scene too long."
Yeah,
That's a lot of
that's-
Marvel,
That's like
though.
a different. That's a totally different conversation.
That's a lot of Marvel though.
But
They
Yeah.
think they just like breed badass characters just because they're in the MCU. They're the coolest fucking thing of sliced bread.
like characters need flaws that they need to overcome in a
That
believable
bitch
way.
Is fucking whole grain bread, dude. Like, just fucking. Like, we got,
She is the most boring thing ever.
Yeah.
I like how everyone's like, everyone hates her because she's a woman and Captain Marvel. It's like,
No,
I'd be
no, no,
okay
no.
with anyone else like doing that role ever. It's just like, man, she's fucking terrible.
They
She
should've
looks like
put
an
Nick
Natalie
Fury
Portman
in the
knockoff.
suit.
That's what she looks like. God damn.
Well, Natalie Portman looks like a Chris Hemsworth knockoff now.
Man, what a good episode. But at the very like somewhat through the episode, I mean, we're kind of just gonna flat out say what happened, just so everyone has got a little context for the next episode. At some point, she's going through like a little package with her family, and she noticed some jewelry she's been given. And she sees a bracelet, like an ancient little bracelet. She's like, "Oh, did Grandma give us this, or great grandma?" And she's like, her mom's very like, "Hey, put that up." And she eventually uses it for like a little cosplay that she's got planned for Avengers Con. And she's got this cool little bracelet that ends up like, I don't know if it catalysts a power or manifests like a power that's already inside of her.
We don't know yet,
Oh, it was
right?
kind of weird. There was like a part in the car, or after they like were driving, like the scene before Avengers Con, she's with her mom and then her dad in the car. Where her mom's like, Kamal, you're just a daydreamer like your mother or your grandmother. Your grandmother always thought all these things and did it.
Yeah,
Like, how weird that the grandmother like had these bracelets, yet like she's comparing her to her grandmother.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
it's a lot of
I-
foreshadowing about her grandmother, saying like,
so it's like, are we gonna get a thing where like her grandmother was using the bracelets? Like,
yeah, they're definitely both like the black sheep of the family, and they're compared. She's like, you don't want to be compared to the grandmother because she's a slacker. She brought shame to the family. You don't talk
yeah,
about her.
exactly.
Yeah.
I thought that was like very interesting how the gift from that the grandmother had, the bracelets, was also like, but the whole time they're talking about how shitty she is. I'm like, but she had the power bracelets, so I mean, obviously, something's going on.
Yeah,
There's something there for sure.
Yeah, which is very interesting. And at the end of the episode, they were at Avengers Con, and there was a disaster striking, and she prevailed, and she actually stretched
That
it.
whole scene was a little weird, though. Just the CGI or whatever they used was a little weird because she knocks over the giant Ant-Man's head. It rolls like way too much. It hits that thing and makes the like
Are
Thor's
you a
hammer
physicist?
swing.
Are you a physicist?
Just it
Way
threw me
too
out for a
much.
little bit. Well, just when the hammer started to swing and it like scooped up that what's her face Zoe, and I was like, what? What? How did that happen? Like this all like ramped up way too fast. I don't
Yeah, it was
understand
just
how
out
this
of
happened.
nowhere.
It took me a little out, but it was like, okay, whatever. They had to like make some kind of cool scene for her to like use this new whatever power she's just unlocked.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay.
Her
It still
Marvel
did.
power.
Yeah.
Her Marvel power, which is just weird. Is it? Was she just stretchy? Is that what it is? Like,
It's
But
like she
it's
like
like-
creates
yeah.
like a form around her. Like she like manifests this like crystal structure,
like an
around it. I don't know
astral.
how.
It looks like an astral
like a-
projection, like of her hand, like spawned in front of her.
Right,
that
but
she was
it's
able
like
to use.
like a physical form
It's
because
weird.
can
It's
interact
weird,
with the
though,
environment.
because like any other thing I've like I've played a game with her, a couple games with her. That's it. I just know her from like the games.
Yeah, she just
And, like,
stretches.
Yeah, she's just stretchy, and that's why
Yep.
in this I'm like maybe they're not making her just stretchy to like, you know, they just like don't want to be like, oh well, John Krasinski's stretchy too. We can't have two stretchy characters like.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're gonna reconcile that because it's very different from the comics, but I guess we'll see.
I mean,
guess we'll see.
I was fine with it. Like I like it so
Oh
far.
yeah. As long as they do well with it, like it's whatever, you know.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I guess we'll see what happens in the next episode, how she uses this power.
Yeah, what she's gonna do with
Stretch.
it. So yeah, like I said, I was very happy about the end of the episode. I cannot wait for more of this.
Yep, I agree, dude. I agree.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
But I think that's gonna be our review for the first episode of Miss Marvel here, you guys. So we
Numbers.
say thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys
Wait,
enjoyed,
numbers.
what's up?
Ooh,
Numbers.
good point. Ratings.
Oh
Motherfucker.
Jesus,
What are we
I'm so
thinking?
sorry. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
Well,
I'm like, wait.
Sly's not here. Apex, people aren't here. It's messing with my mind a little bit.
What is
Oh my
going on
God.
where I am the one remembering. this to do?
Alright.
Right.
Like numbers, what Mason? I give this a. I give
What's
this
the rating, Mason? I don't know. It's like a 6. Fuck you. Watch it again.
a 9, I guess.
A 9? Oh, that's
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
really high. Actually,
I really liked it.
I did too.
You know, I think I'll agree with that 9. You know,
Hell yeah.
it's starting strong. You know,
I was gonna
let's-
say an 8, but fuck it, 9, I guess. Like,
Oh
that's not-
shit, we got a 9. That's probably like one of the highest rating like
I was gonna
like
say
episodes
highest
of-
premieres on a Marvel MCU show we've watched on Disney Plus.
yeah, seriously.
yeah, I'm trying
was
to
a very
think.
solid
Trying to
episode.
think back. What was our last Marvel review? Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Wait,
I think-
what? Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Moon-
I think it was Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, Moon Knight, duh.
Moon Knight,
Jesus.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. Actually, I think we might have. Moon Knight might have landed. Well, I wasn't there, was I? I don't remember.
No, you weren't there for Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was definitely not a 9.
What did you guys
No.
land at though on the first episode of Moon Knight? Oh, not a
Uh,
9, really?
I don't think so.
No,
I liked
no.
it a lot though.
I did too.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a 9. I don't think anyone gave it that high. I
Nah,
don't
yeah,
remember.
man, that
but-
show fucking
Oh.
fell off too. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. For all the you guys have been banging up the channel with a lot of support on the reacts and the reviews. We really appreciate you guys listening to our thoughts and us ramble about the stuff and argue and discuss. But make sure to head down below to those comments and let us know your thoughts on the very first episode. If you guys have anything to combat what we got to say, but we'll see you guys later on the next review. But until then, bye, you guys.
Peace.